Steve from Custom Table Tennis, and just before we start the review is going to form part of the listing on customtabletennis.co.uk, and these three blades are going to be available to buy. Massive thanks to Dan Geely, who entrusted me with these for me to try them, because I'd not tried them before, and I kind of like to try every defensive blade so I can give advice out on the phone. But the first one that we've got, so massive thanks to Dan for sending these across to us, is an original Koji Matsushita on a flared. Now, as I say, these are going on the website. We're not going to put them on my very popular auction site, but when we do see these, they're usually all soiled around here, they're full of filler, the edges are all damaged. But this is 90%. This is a really good blade. It has been pre-sealed as well. I haven't sealed it, but it's been nicely sealed. No splintering from the wood. Let's have a look at the side. Nice down the side. Logo's flush. Nice down the side. Look at the Victas at the bottom there. Really nice blade. Let's go around all the edges. Let's do it right. Look, normally they're battered and beaten, and you just don't get them in this condition. There's a couple there. Look, I'm not going to try and sand that out, but you can see that it's there. It's nothing. That's superficial. You can see that it's not splintered the plies. So here's the first one then. So it's in a flared, it's an original one, Victas. You just cannot find these. And then when I do see them, I mean, I'm not calling people out, I never do that, but people try and get I've seen them for £500 or £600, which is ridiculous on eBay opportunists. But anyway, that's the first one. Not quite for me. Yeah, you can chop block with it, but definitely an off the table defending blade, although you can chop block with it. I tried it for 20 minutes or so. So that's the first one. That doesn't come without it. It doesn't come with its original box, but as you can see, you're not going to get a better example of that, because defensive blades are notoriously all battered up. So that's the first one. I do remember this when it first came out, and I just can't for the life of me think how old they are. But obviously, let's have a look. You've got the original box with this one. It's an original Butterfly Defense Pro in the straight. You cannot find these. You just can't get them anymore. Not in this condition. So again, Butterfly Defense Pro. Original one, made in Japan. Got the butterfly logo at the bottom. Let's go around the edges. Yeah, that's probably just where the edges take a little bit off. But again, you're 90% on this. There's no damage to the shoulders or anything like that. This one's also been sealed as well. I'll tell you what, I'll just go back a little bit in a moment on that one, because we'll do the weight. So let's do the weight now. So I'm going back a little bit, but the Matsushita weighs 89 grams, which I believe is correct. We'll do the thickness, because people like to know these things. And thickness 5.37, and just to prove it's not being chopped down or cut down, and that's the other thing when I see these on eBay. So that's correct, 155 that way by about 164. So that one, back to that one, it's not being chopped down. The Defense Pro then, this is probably a little bit heavier, I'm not quite certain. Yeah, the Defense Pro, the Butterflies are a little bit heavier, a little bit more substance to it. The thickness 5.37, and then the size, it's the same as the other one, 150, about 155 that way by about 160. So the head size is very similar, if not the same. Let's do it right. So you've got 30 that way, by 23.63. I know I'm going backwards and forwards here. And then on this one, we've got 27 dead on the narrow part, moving up to 33.10, and then a thickness of about 24, give or take. So that's the first two then. As I say, that doesn't come with its box. We don't have the box for that one. And then finally, this one is still available, but not in this. This is the very, very first original version, which comes in its very, very jazzy box. And this is the Andro, let me get this right, the Wanokiwami Midri blade. Wanokiwami blade. You've got everything there. This is the first generation. You can't get this with this Andro, so if you've got one, you wish you'd have got another one. Well then, here it is. And it's not going for much more than, so you've got all your information with it. It's genuine with its genuine box. You've got everything in there. I don't speak Japanese, but looks like it comes from a furniture making background. You got all that there, look. Distributed by Andro Germany. So we've got everything that you need. Let's have a look at the blade. We've seen the paperwork in the box. So this one, beautiful handle. Well, that looks like walnut to me. Made in Japan. Again, it's a minter, is this one. I mean, I've tried it. I know Dan's tried it. It's nice around the edges. Let's go around here. There's no damage around the edges whatsoever. A little bit out of there, probably because of the edging tape, but that's not going to be. So yeah, a nice looking thing. You just get the logo on the bottom there stamped in. So you don't actually, so this is the first generation, so I'm not well up on these. I don't know when this one ceased production. You can still get this, but it's got a completely different logo in there, and this is a generation 1. We now are, I think we're on generation 2. So another nice thing, genuine article with its box. Let's have a look at the weight of this one. So we've got 91.8 on the weight. We'll have a look at the size. So we've got 157 there, so it's a couple of mil wider than the other two by 168, so quite a big old thing. The thickness 5.56. Yeah, so as I say, it's an unusual one. This one, it's part of the listing. You might even find the video when you click on and see that on our clearance blade section, but these three will be there. Obviously when they're gone, they're gone. So if you're fancying one of these, you know where to find them. customtabletennis.co.uk. So it's Steve from Custom Table Tennis. Hit the like and subscribe, and until next time, bye for now.